guys. It's Brewing Her. And it's your favorite girl, Gabby.
Hi guys, this is Kemi.
And your second favorite girl,
what do you mean? This is your number one fan. Your number one favorite. Everything together. Hi guys, welcome
back.
We're super excited to be here. I'm so happy.
Me too.
I think before we delve in, let's give a round of applause for all of our viewers.
Yo, we love you guys so much.
Thank you so much.
We see the comments. We see some of you text us personally that know us. We're very grateful.
Chili, talking about those people that text us personally, please text us on YouTube. Text us on Spotify. All the platforms that we have.
Please.
Put your comments out there. But no, for real. Yes. Thank you for encouraging us. Thank you for the support.
Really grateful.
Thank you for looking out for us even when we don't even know that we're doing something bad or we're doing something good, you know.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for all the time that you take to sit down. I've had a lot of people text us and say, oh my goodness, like this is a combo we never thought.
Yep.
Oh my goodness, you guys are speaking
and
truth.
It's funny
all those
because
things.
even like older people too, like older people like that know us, like you guys are doing a good job. You don't stop, oh man, it must stop. Oh, we say yes, ma, yes, ma.
This is why we're doing it. This is why we're doing it to at least in one way or the other send a little bit of message to people out there
and also learn from you guys too.
Yes. Hopefully learn one thing or two too from you guys. So thank you all for supporting you girls.
We appreciate you guys.
We appreciate you all. And we love you. Thank you so much.
Hey guys, we have a little game section for you guys at the end of this video. So make sure you watch to the very end of this video to enjoy the game show.
Alrighty.
Our topic for today is things a man will do for you if he loves you.
Why is this important to talk about?
Because a lot of people, especially I don't want to use the younger generation, just say a lot of people actually mistake love and lust.
Yeah, a lot of people do. A lot of people, I don't even know if it's about, mistaking lust for love, but a lot of people don't even know what toxic love is versus real love. A lot of people just think, this is how it should be now. Or maybe because they just don't know better. So they just go with the flow.
Or something they're used to.
Yes. Maybe from his experiences or just like friends around them, or maybe from their own personal journey.
Too.
I've had somebody that I've told, or at least I've heard them say that they didn't think that a partner, a man specific, should be available to her 24/7. A guy that she's in a relationship with. When I mean available to her 24/7, not like obviously every second of the day, but like if I need you, I can reach you. I've had people that ask questions like, so do you call your boyfriend every day? Like, and I'm like,
to call him every day.
How are you in a relationship when you don't talk every day? I've heard people that say, oh, so like something like, do you communicate every day? And I'm like,
no, yeah.
So a lot of people don't know this thing.
Like it's supposed to wake up to like text message,
messages. A lot of people don't even know anything about is it chivalries they call it, where the guy is like, opening doors for you, putting out seats for you. The girl is like doing things for you as well, not just guys.
Doors. I have a question for the men. Why is it that when you guys are trying to get the girl, you open the door, you get her? What happened to your opening of doors? What's going on?
Your real self will come back out.
Doing that, because you started by opening door, you might as well just finish.
Yeah, but at least some people, you're enjoying the start now. Some people don't even have it from beginning, and they just think that's okay. Some people just think that, oh, well, I like toxic guys. I like guys that don't call me every day. I like guys that when they don't call me every day and they just call me one time like this, I'm like, excited. Oh my God, this created time for me. Those are not healthy things, you guys. And we're going to be talking about those things today. Like, number one thing is a man that loves you would definitely make time for you. I think this is what we just kind of talked about just now.
That would be too busy.
A man that loves you would definitely make time for you guys. Whether time for calling you, texting you, communicating with you every day, or time for actually presently being there for you.
Yeah.
Or a time for you need a listening ear. They are there. They can listen to you when you need them to listen to you. I've heard people. I've never experienced this. That's why I'm always saying I've heard people. Because I feel like I think it's also blessed. It's a blessing from God when you can discern enough to know this is what I want to take from a man, and this is what I don't want to take from a man. A lot of people don't have that grace. A lot of people don't know what they actually want. You know,
that's crazy.
So I think because, thankfully to God, I got that grace, and maybe you probably did as well. I think it's good to share. If a man says he wants to be in your life, and he's not trying to constantly know what's going on in your life, whether you are in a close proximity to him or is like long distance relationship kind of vibe, that's already a red flag. Like that's not.
He should be interested in your life.
It should be interested in you. It should want to know, hey girl, like, oh, have you eaten? Even though we say it's corny, he should want to know, have you? What are you doing today? How's your day going? Like, I want to spend time
for today. You know,
yes, I want to spend time knowing your plans for today. Like, okay, are you gonna go out? Oh, I want to do like. The sweetest one is when you have conversations that to the littlest information of, I want to go and do my nails today. Like, I think it's very genuine to know, or very important to know, that when a man loves you, trust me, this beautiful girl out there, you're watching or seeing us today, or listening to us today. When a man genuinely loves you, he creates time for you, even if he has the most busy schedule ever.
So, like you were saying, if I should share, I used to tell, I probably have told you, I use my dad as an example. Like, this is the example I want to follow. This is my example. If you don't match up
my dad
to that, you've missed it. The reason why I'm speaking of spending time and making time, my dad, you know, he's a seaman. My dad works offshore. I tell you that my dad he may not call his kids every day, but he talks to my mom every day.
Yes, as it should be. Can you imagine? That's somebody that works
day. And when he's back home, everybody in the house feels it that daddy is home.
Yes.
So that already was an example. Like, that was what I saw growing up. So if you are not doing that, I'm like, so well, how busy can you be if you're literally like going to work 9 a.m. and come back? He's in another state. Under the water doing something, and yet he still calls his wife every day. Like, if we don't talk to, literally, like, and it's so funny, because even when my dad is talking to me and his wife calls, he tells me, my wife is calling, I'll call you back.
Oh my goodness. Yes.
Straight up.
Yes.
When he's done, if he's not busy, he calls me back. I'll be like, okay.
Yeah. Talking about marriage in this aspect that we're talking about. So I know, like, some people, some husbands, really good men, that they are very busy for real. Like how you just said, like when your dad comes, when he actually has time to come home, you guys feel his presence. I know men that even if this is the littlest time that they actually have seen their time of, work or whatever, they actually intentionally take out any other
thing. Yeah, my dad actually,
because they want to concentrate on the family.
I remember my dad saying, "Oh, I want to go visit a friend when he's home." I literally cannot. Like, if he's home during Christmas, I remember this particular Christmas, my dad was the one that cooked Christmas food at home.
Yeah. Because like you said, that's how you feel his presence being home. Like, oh, I know daddy doesn't come home every time, but when he does, when he makes time and he comes home. So I don't also want us to just talk about like people that are settled and married. I'm talking about girls that are looking for for a man to be in a relationship with. If you are in a relationship that you guys don't call each other every day, I don't understand. Like, I understand one of the busiest people on this earth. One of the busiest. I mean, obviously there are other busy people. Are doctors. They are always very busy. Maybe on call. Maybe on, like, anything could happen. But if because we have a lot of doctor people,
a lot of doctor friends,
uncles that they will, like, you will still have time to call your wife. You will still have time to come home and spend with your children. You will still, and even not just doctor uncles. We have doctor friends like that. Our age, that as busy as they are right now, like, the moment somebody decides that they want you in their life, I think they should prioritize you as well as their job.
You can never be too busy for somebody you care about.
Yeah, that is, I love that. You can never be too busy for somebody you care about. What's the point of you saying you care about me, but I'm always busy. I don't have credit. So I'm like, what do you mean? Those things can happen now. I don't have data.
That takes me back home, man. I don't have credit.
Like, one of the biggest sacrifice. I don't know if I can call it sacrifice. One of the biggest green flag for me when I was dating one guy was that he couldn't reach me on phone. and he sent me an email. Can you imagine that? Like, I can't reach you on phone. Maybe I can't even remember what happened to my phone. And he thought of, how else can I communicate with this girl? He was sending me emails.
Yeah, that
imagine,
makes me remember when my husband was still doing his PhD, and then he's the kind of person that when he wants to study, he shuts
everything, like silence
everything off. But when we just actually started dating, he sent me his email. He texted me, say, "Babe, I'm about to get into reading mode. This is the first time you're with me while this is going on.
Reading.
This is my email in case you need to reach me."
Like, thinking of the alternatives
of might probably want to reach you.
Yeah. So that's how it is for me, guys. Like, if you are with somebody and they don't make time for you, I don't see the point. I think it's toxic, honestly.
You've said part of one, so random text to put a smile on your face.
Oh, the intentionality of those things. That's so true.
Like, this one is not about, oh, you have to reach me or you don't have to reach me. Just for example, if he knows that, oh, you're having a bad day or something, just something that he knows that you will smile about, just to put a smile on your face.
So would you say that's just like a man that looks out for your well-being?
Yes, that, and a man who has you in mind, who wants your progress, who is like, I think she needs a little boost.
Oh, I like the word boost.
Like, there's sometimes when, like, for example, if you're on your period and your husband or your boyfriend has to go to work and he knows that you're on your period and he's aware that when you are in that state, you're either sad, you're cranky, you're cranky. He doesn't need to come back home with chocolates. Just a text message saying, "Hey, babe,
how's your stomach?
I've
had times, my goodness, I've had times where, like, a whole day, like with somebody, like this period example, you're on a period and you'll have a partner and they can't even text you. How's your stomach?
Yeah.
And I've had times where they actually do text, and that goes a long way. Like, that goes a long way, for real.
You think like, oh, this person is actually thinking about me. Even with you're busy, or even if you're not even busy, just the fact that that's the lady, my subconscious is telling me, I know he's thinking about me.
It's the same thing when you have somebody. I always say this. I don't know, it might not apply to you. I always say this, where you have a partner, you have a boyfriend or something, and maybe you haven't seen each other for a while, and then they are coming to visit you or something, or you guys are coming to meet each other, and they don't remember to bring something for you. Is that a turn off for you? Like, okay, let me explain better. Like, let's say you guys are not together, like, don't live in the same house, and they are coming to visit you, and they cannot even bring a gift. Like, maybe like, I saw this puff on the road, or I saw bread on the road.
I get bread, like precise,
the simplest things, I saw this bottle of water, just things, and they can't bring it. Do you think that's somehow?
Because some girls, their love language is gifting.
But that's why I said, that's why I use puff, because gift is not, puff is not gifts.
It's gift to some people.
Maybe, Sha, but
some people like, what's that like puff? It's gift, or are you?
That's true, Sha. That's actually very true.
Are you joking? You give me puff, well, I'm smiling from ear to ear.
That's actually very true. That's very true. Okay, well, when I'm thinking of gift, I'm thinking of something.
Maybe pure water.
What? Okay, what were you gonna say?
But that's what I was gonna say. Like, to some girls, it doesn't matter.
I think this is what I think. That's why I said I don't know if I can say it's gifting, but I think it's a sign of thoughtfulness. Like, you're being thoughtful. Like, okay, you're coming to visit. Same way, if I'm going to visit you, I haven't seen you in a while, at least let me take something with you. Like, I think that's a form of thoughtfulness. Like, you have a good thought towards me. So it's just like the random messages. The fact that you are thinking of me from wherever thing you're doing, I think is being thoughtful.
Yeah.
That's my thing about that example that I just gave. So
that makes sense. Yeah. Like, so just like the random text, you wake up in the morning, he sends you this heartwarming, like, now if you wake up like that, how will you want to have a bad day? Your day is already
beautiful. I enjoyed waking up in the morning to sweet texts.
Yeah,
I enjoyed that. I think that's very defining as well.
Yo, there's one.
It's defining of your relationship.
There's one. My husband, then we were still dating. He would send me funny Snapchats. like in the morning.
And just about Snapchat. I've heard people that said on social media recently that if your partner, your boyfriend sends you real every day on Instagram, it's a red flag. Is it?
Yeah, it is.
But I don't understand. I'm like, this is how we communicate on Instagram. Like, sending, like, is it? It's not red. Why should it be a red flag if your boyfriend is sending you real?
Something that he thinks you'll be interested in?
I think where they were coming from was that he's not busy. Like for him to be on Instagram sending you reels every day. Like real men go out to work or something. I'm like, but he has Instagram.
No.
Bro, we even let you communicate. Like, is that this person I'm seeing? Yo, kind of vibe.
I saw a video. Was it yesterday or the day before yesterday? Of so you know how like some people will be in like your partner and they will see a bigger butt and then you tap your partner and you're like,
look at that.
So I saw a video of that and then I sent it to him and he literally was across the room and laughing. I'm like,
I don't understand. I don't think that's a red flag.
You are in the same house.
I don't think that's a red flag. I think social media is here to stay, whether we like it or not. And what's wrong if they get on it as well as you get on it? Like,
so now I should stop sending you G-Wagon. It's red flag.
No, be sending me. Let me take off my picture.
It's red flag, oh.
No, so Gabby always sends me red G-Wagon. Like every time she sees it on social media, she's like, look at this color, bruh. Look at this light. Look at we're legit like no pictures of that car because that's our dream car. So yeah. I don't think it's a red flag.
No, to me it's not.
All right, so my other one is if a guy loves you, you should be able to make compromises for you.
Oh yeah.
Compromises also goes back to timing. Like if he cannot compromise his time for you, if he cannot compromise his thought for you, what are you people doing?
Exactly.
You should be able to make compromises for you. You should be able to say, oh, okay, I don't think about it like this, but you think about it like that. Okay, let's go with your way. I don't also believe in happy wife, happy life that they always say, whereby the woman is always right though. Do you believe it? I don't
believe the woman is always right. But speaking of happy wife, happy life, is in the sense that if your wife is happy with you,
yeah, in that aspect,
it doesn't necessarily mean that she's always right.
But some people have taken it to the point of the man doesn't have a say. No. Like if you want him to, if you want to have a happy home, whatever your wife says, just okay, baby, let's go, let's do it. Like I don't agree to that as well. Like you guys should be able to make compromises together. It's not just the guy making compromises now, So
exactly, but they need to be heard too.
They need to be heard too. They're human beings as well. Yes, you're right. Heard. But on a more serious note, we know that men are the most rigid. Well, some women can be rigid, but men are the most rigid in the sense that this is my way of life. This is what I want. And that's you gotta just do it the way they want. But if they can't compromise and say, okay, now I have a partner, I have somebody that is not just my life, not just me. Well, maybe it goes both ways.
It does
both ways.
It does go.
Women and men.
I used to say something. If you want a relationship to work, if one person is the only person putting in the work, there's no way it's going to crash. It takes two to tango. Exactly.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Ways. Yeah.
Okay, if a man loves you, guys, he should be able to celebrate your successes, your wins. If you cannot celebrate your wins, run safe. Because you don't want to cap your wings for a man. You don't want to cap your wings because you now have a man that's, the one phrase that I learned when I was growing up, growing up was, this one is a dream killer. Have you ever heard that? You've never heard of the word dream killer?
I've heard of the word dream killer.
I didn't even know what that meant until I heard it from
later on.
Like, what's a dream killer? But it's true. Yeah. You don't want to be with somebody that will just at any, maybe a spark of idea comes to you and they're like, can you really do it? Are you sure?
Yeah.
And they talk down on your dreams. You don't want that.
When, the one I don't like is when some men feel very uncomfortable and arrogant and angry when their women is making more
money. When they're making more, it's not even about money, or maybe when they are more popular
or more successful.
Successful in general, when they're more successful than them. That's what I'm saying. Like, if you have a man that really cares, in fact, they are cheering you up. They're making you are just
what award I was watching, and I can't even remember the couple. Literally, the wife is the celebrity. I think it was Cardi B and what's his name?
Offset.
So Cardi B was standing. He literally was at the corner, but he saw that her dress was not properly. He ran, arranged the dress properly, and then went out of the frame. I was like,
I don't know
would not.
Like, you need to be able to be with somebody that I don't know if Offset or Cardi B are
I'm
best.
just using that scenario, that part as a good example, because to be honest, like, some men cannot stand the fact that their women is more successful than
There's actually no point of being with somebody that can't see you win.
grow.
Can't see you grow. Like, what's like that is just very toxic. I've heard stories. In fact, we even know one, but I just do not mention name. So she used to be very popular singing, and her voice was so melodious, very good woman. And her husband could not just stand it.
That's crazy.
Couldn't stand. I don't want to go into the story. I think you already know the story.
It's crazy.
So yeah, you want to be with somebody that loves your success, and how do you know from your dating stage?
They would check.
They will be.
They will even
They will
do research.
you.
Yeah, they will be the one helping you do.
They will be the one doing the research. Like, okay, you want to do So, for instance, let's say you want to start a business, and you just tell them.
Example.
They will legit be the one telling you
research. Okay, what is research?
This thing. Legit. So it comes from those little things, and you have to be very observant as a man.
Where you don't even want to get up and do that thing,
they'll push you.
You will be like, this is the goal. They will remind you of the goal. This is the goal. We can do this. Let's go.
Yeah, legit. So you can already know from your dating stage as well. It doesn't have to be when you get married to somebody, and then that's when you know that this person cannot see me win, and then you have to shrink. I also don't like situations where maybe you had a good business orientation mind or something, and you meet this man and you just you turn into somebody different. That's why some people are very scared of marriage today, because they're like, marriage will like
change you.
You lose yourself in marriage. You only lose yourself in marriage if you don't marry the right person. To be honest,
very true.
If you marry the right person, in fact, you can achieve a lot more. I think so.
Yeah,
I think so. Like, it might not be at the same time, but you can simultaneously like gain things and achieve things in your marriage. Yeah,
very true. Like, especially like if you guys end up getting married and you're having kids, like, he can be like, okay, babe, you have to do this, right? Don't worry, I'll hold there's children. A real. I'll take care of the children. You go and do what you have to do.
There's a rule I started saying when they say this is real love, and you see the wife.
The wife
she'll be doing makeup. The kid is going, and you've seen that the kid will be going, and the husband will go and grab it. Like, please, same as the woman with the same thing. Yeah, that is. You have to be able to just like work, and so that each of you can achieve your successes together. Because that's the point.
Another is he will show you affection.
Oh, well, what's affection? Explain affection.
She's like,
Because affection can differ.
So my own understanding is, men naturally are not the affectionate,
most expressive
kind of human being. But if a man loves you, he becomes a baby around you. Like, he becomes soft. You know what I mean? Like, he becomes very tender.
Some African men would say, I'm a hard guy. I'm a hard guy. I'm a hard guy.
I'm a hard guy outside. Like, for example, now, there are some guys that you see them outside, they're like macho man. Inside the house, they are a baby jumping and creating comedy.
Yeah.
I don't know if you understand. Like, I know somebody's husband, if you see him out, he's on suit looking. If you see him in the house, he's rapping in front of you. You get what I mean? So he shows you that affection, that baby side, that other side of him that a lot of people outside
wouldn't see. And I like that. I get to keep it to myself. Like, this is just mine.
Like, sometimes people are like, oh, your husband is. I'm like,
this is just mine. I like that.
So he shows you that soft part of him, that tender love. Like, even the way he treats you, the way he looks at you with so much affection, so much love.
Yeah.
So,
and I think that goes into the next thing I was going to talk about, which is vulnerability.
He's very vulnerable.
Yeah. When a man loves you, no matter how hard guy he does, like, the vulnerability just comes. It might not come easy, but it comes with, your relationship.
Yeah. To the point that you become his soft spot.
You become, and there was something I heard. I saw it in a video one day, and I think that changed a lot of things for me. The man was legit saying that for a man to become vulnerable, to you, you have to be a strong and open woman. What do I mean by that? The person was like, men gauge women and say, I know she can't handle this, so I shouldn't tell her.
Wow.
Yeah. But when you create a space where your man can tell you everything,
Anything.
and how do you create those? How do you create that space? How do you create that space? You
make him comfortable.
Yeah.
You make him very comfortable. You let him know that even when he tells you like the randomest of things, maybe just, it doesn't even necessarily have to be about him. It might be about someone else, and he's just seeking for a little advice, which he already has the answer to sometimes. But you hearing your opinion and how you see things, that makes him, okay, maybe she can handle this. I can tell her this.
Yeah. That is exactly how it is. Like, you have to be able to be open, even if there are things that you might not necessarily like react a certain way to. But when you let him speak, let him open up, and you take it like in a different way than you would necessarily take it, he sees all those times, and then he can come back to you and say, oh, okay, well, I can tell her about this thing again. It's okay, or that kind of thing. So yeah, giving them the space to be vulnerable is also very important.
Yeah, it is very, like, just let them express themselves.
Yeah.
Even if it's about sports.
Yeah.
Like the smallest of...
That's how they can become affectionate towards you.
Even if it's about work.
Yeah.
I know that's like one of the most boring things to talk about, but...
Oh, I know some... I don't know, this might be off topic, but I know some women that... like, they are the chillest before they start dating. Like, the guy can literally tell them anything.
And then...
the guy can do anything, all those stuff. And then the moment they start a relationship with that guy, it changes everything.
Why?
Because now this is how I want my boyfriend to dress. This is how I want my boyfriend to speak. This is how I want my boyfriend to do this. And then you start becoming a burden, and it's no longer fun. Have you ever seen that? So there are some girls that they are like I said, I wouldn't necessarily say they accept anything, but like they are cool. The guy he has the most fun with them. And then the moment you are in a relationship with the guy, you just become this rigid girl that you're no longer fun to be with anymore.
No.
And you forget that that's what he saw before wanting to even be in a relationship with you. So yes, for them to be affectionate, you have to remain the fun, fun, really open-minded girl, that, they want to spend time with. They actually have fun being around you. Because if not, that's how the thing will just wither away. So how do you become fun? Go and Google it. Go and find out. Because there are things you were doing
to become fun, even if it's not things that you were doing, just as as a human being with your partner. Understand what is fun to him.
Yeah.
What he likes.
Yeah.
I was telling somebody yesterday, he was playing basketball. I don't have interest. But when he was talking to me about it, I was like,
yeah. No, I'm legit an Arsenal fan now. Like, I didn't care about Arsenal before, but my husband made me an Arsenal fan.
Like, I even had a real like for one of their players that actually liked. Like, he left, I was so pissed. I was like, how dare you leave? And
can you imagine?
I mean, like, I'm the one that was the fan before.
Yeah. So, like, legit, like, when you can become that person for them, they naturally go into that affectionate, vulnerable state.
And you enjoy them more.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, the last one for me is he gives you good advice. If a guy is in love with you, true love, he will give you really good advice because he wants the best for you. That's why a guy that loves you, if he sees a friend that he knows that this person is going to land you into trouble, they tell you.
They look out for you.
Yeah, they look out for you. They're like, that your friend. But most times we girls, we don't listen.
We don't
listen, but they actually do look out for you. It's like if you go to them and tell them like, oh babe, this is it. They may not necessarily give you an answer like right at the spot, but trust me, if a guy likes you, he has gone back and he's thinking.
That goes back to toughness. Like he's thinking of
that thing. Like, oh, how can we find solution? How can I find solution to this thing for her? And he comes back with a good one.
Yeah. I like that. I think that kind of also, like, I would say that he thinks about you. Like, imagine if you are with somebody and they don't even remember dates, your anniversary. They don't remember details about you. Like, it goes back to that thoughtfulness.
That's argumental.
It goes back to thoughtfulness.
So you're right. What?
Yeah.
Yo, that anniversary thing, I feel like at this point, women should just give up. Let's just be the one to keep it dates.
No. Because to be honest, when a guy really cares about you, it goes back to what we're saying. Like when he cares about you, he remembers this stuff. I'm not good with dates either. I'm not a man, but I'm not good with dates. Do you understand?
Yeah.
So it's not about, oh, maybe men are just not good with dates. Oh, maybe, but even the littlest details about you, like even if it's not something that they naturally remember, they have calendars. You see them actually taking those efforts to put things in order for you. Like, oh, I have to put this in my calendar so that I know that this is our anniversary date. Oh, I know that we have to plan a date for tomorrow. Oh, I know that her birthday is coming. I know that she likes red. She likes roses.
Yeah.
You can put things somewhere, maybe a journal or something to remember if it doesn't come naturally to you.
That is true.
Everything is about effort. I think all of these things are about effort.
Everything just runs up to effort from both ends.
Yeah, from both ends.
Not necessarily the man, even though we're talking about 10 things a man would do if he loves you, but everything still sums up to like effort.
Yeah. Anyways, okay, my last one is, if a man loves you, he's going to make future plans with you.
Oh, yeah.
Don't go around and be saying, we're just going with the flow.
Don't flow, not and take you where you know.
Yeah, we're just playing it as it goes. We don't really know. We don't have title yet.
To shock you, he will send you invitation letter.
Legit, like,
so go and be going with any flow.
I think the moment you are with somebody and you say they love you and you love them, and you guys, you yourself, you can't even see past that year together. Like, there's no conversation of, I see myself with you, the future. Like,
it doesn't necessarily have to even start the conversation with marriage. To me, I feel like things like that, it doesn't, like when you guys are just starting, how you will know that this man in the future, as this relationship progresses, is going to add me to his plans. It's just like, oh babe, I saw this thing, and I think that it would be nice if we invest in it. Like when he start using statements of we,
no, I.
No, I.
Yeah, legit. Yeah, legit. It will definitely make future plans with you. There's nothing uncertain about a man that loves you. Where it comes to the point of saying, I'm not sure, I'm just giving him time. He's still saying he has his bank account has to relate. I'm not saying married now.
Who as, oh babe, do you think we should buy a laptop? The laptop might be for him. It might be his laptop. He's telling, do you think I should buy a laptop? But he's saying, do you think we should buy a laptop? Because he sees that in the future, we probably will use that same laptop. So
it will definitely make plans for you in the future, add you in his schedule like we were talking about. If that's not happening, if it's just saying, oh, the people that will say they don't have title yet, we are just still talking for how long?
I don't get.
The talking stage.
Not like, then let me rephrase. It's not like I don't get the talking stage. We don't have a title.
Yes, and you're just going, going with the flow. Like, what flow are you going with? Like, for how long?
No, I want to know what's going on.
And that's where the conversation of, so what are we now, baby? What do you mean, what are we? You should have known what you are. What you are. Things. Don't be asking me. Or you find yourself in a situation whereby, okay, now you've shared sexual intimate moments.
And that's when you're asking, what are we? My love,
you just Jones yourself.
You are already Jones yourself, not
just Jones yourself.
A man who truly loves you, he shouldn't wait for you to be the one saying, what are we?
That's what I'm saying. So do you believe in what they always say? Like, men knows who they want to be with.
Yes. If a man
knows, for real,
that sees a woman, he already knows.
From the moment
this one is either smash and pass.
Yes. Oh my goodness.
Or take to mommy.
Oh my goodness. We need to talk more about that because that is legit.
Yeah, they know.
That is legit.
Yeah. I used to know that they know, but my husband told me something. He said when he started talking to me, he knew that I'm not going back.
Do you think it's a nudge? Because women, do we know too?
No.
Do you think we know? Like when you see a man, be like, that's gonna be my husband.
I don't think so. No, because there are so many of our boyfriends that we thought it was going to be
my boyfriend. Yeah, I mean my husband. Yeah,
so I don't think we know,
but they know. That is funny.
Yeah, because so there was a time Steve Harvey went to South Africa, and most of the men he asked that were married that their wife was, he said, "Do you say yeah?" I knew immediately.
I've heard that a lot.
There was even one that cracked me up. It was like I knew immediately. He said he told his wife. She knew 2 years later.
Yeah. that was my story. Not 2 years, but like he knew before I knew.
We all knew.
Yeah. Even Banky W and Adesua says that. Have you ever heard their story where he talked about he knowing right from time, and Adesua had to pray. She had to get the confirmation from God, and he had to pray and say, "You know what, God, I already know this is my wife, but I need you to go tell her,
you gotta let
show her that I'm going to be her husband." It's funny.
Yeah, you know.
That's what. So what did you get what I was saying? Like, if he already can see you from the beginning and know that this is the person I want to marry, do you think he will just be saying there and say, let's go with the flow? No. It won't waste time.
Like Steve used to say, men are hunters. They go for what they want.
They want immediately.
If a man wants you,
that's how some men will date somebody for 2 years. They will break up. They will go and date another person for 6 months and
then marry the person.
So yeah,
that's what I'm telling you. If he's telling you let's go with the flow, I don't tell you the flow. So he will send you invitation letter.
So let me tell you a story. It's not even about invitation. Let me tell you a story. So I used to be with somebody that we broke up, and then years after we tried to rekindle our relationship, but he wasn't giving me the energy I wanted him to give me. Like he wasn't sure. Basically, that's what I can say. He wasn't certain. I wanted to try it. Like we said, we might not even know that's the man that I should marry, but you just want to test the waters, I think. So I wanted to, based on feelings. They always say that men are logical thinkers, women are more feeling based, right? So based on feelings, I wanted to just like, let's try it again. But he wasn't. So it got to a point I had to then decide and tell myself, like,
it's time to go.
I can no longer go with the flow.
Yeah.
Like I don't want to be that girl who is just there going with the flow with me. And then one day you'll go and bring invitation to me. No. So you have to put yourself in a position where you know yourself, you know what you can take. If you're seeing that this guy is not serious with me, let it go.
Just let it go.
Because another mistake we make is, we've invested so much time in this relationship. And you're saying, I don't want to just go start over. It's better you start over.
You do.
Look at me now. It's better you start over. It's better you start over. Because if you continue to go, in that, go with the flow. And then it gets to the point whereby there's what they call it, point of no return. And things even gets worse than it should have been, if you had left or exited since. So best believe, look out for yourself. If he truly loves you, even if you're trying to exit, he will come after you.
Come after you, yes.
He will come after, because he will then realize I cannot afford to lose this person.
Man. Yep.
That story I was telling you, he tried to come after me, but it was too late because I was like gone. But the truth is the guys will know if they really want to be with you or not. So don't go with the flow with them. That's our 2 cents. You can
add yours in the comment section. Drinks for your thoughts. So I asked her questions, she asked me questions, and if I'm not comfortable in answering them, we'll take a shot.
Hey. I'm very scared though. I'm very scared.
Why is your body doing big?
Because I know that you have plans. Plans for me. I don't. Even if you have plans, I have other plans for you too.
See, my questions are very simple. I promise.
Yeah, let's go.
Oh yeah, go first.
Okay, number 1 question. What is the most shameful thing you've ever done in your life?
The most shameful thing I've ever done.
And don't lie. Be truthful.
I'm actually thinking. So like, I've dated a friend's ex.
All these Scorpio people. What is not Scorpio people?
Okay, let me put it this way. They already broke up before I met her.
How long? How
like a year. They've already broken up for a year. Bad. Yeah, like I wasn't even friends with her at that time. So they've broken up for a long time. And then after they've broken up for a year, she was even dating someone else. That was when I met her. But that's not shameful though.
So when she found out, what did she say?
She was the one that made me start talking to her ex.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Explain.
So she wanted the ex back, and then she wanted me to like plead on her behalf. And she
So when you were pleading on her behalf.
Wait, let me finish. And then she said with her own mouth that I'm the kind of person the ex will like. So if you give goats grass, what's gonna happen?
Wait, so she
not eat it.
She pushed you to the ex.
Knowing,
please help me reconcile.
Exactly, but the ex ended up falling in love with me. That's not my fault.
Girls,
the girl hot.
Beware. It's so hot. Beware. Are you kidding?
Mm-hmm.
When did she now find out that, okay, now you guys are
He
kind of
told
together?
her by himself.
Oh my goodness.
Because he was like, she dated after him. She put on her Facebook that she cannot go back to her vomit, which was him. And then she dated she dated his friend's brother.
Okay, I mean,
I don't know if that's
it's not really shameful. I mean, it's shameful in the sense that she's asked you as a good friend. But she too, why would she say this is the person that I know you are my ex type?
Exactly.
Go and help me. Like, come on now.
At what age did you lose your virginity? You knew this question was coming.
I never thought you would actually put it up.
This question was coming. Are you
I'm not answering that question.
Oh, yeah, drink
because our parents are watching this video.
Drink.
But it was a good age. It was a good age.
Drink.
I was married by then.
Drink. Everything. Gosh it down. Yes, but not even supposed to. What? Everything. Oh yeah, swallow. Good job. Why are you pausing now? You're not supposed to pause. You're supposed to look like this hum. Good job. She's the first to drink. Yay! Your turn.
Spicy.
Say spicy. That's what. That's
so this kind of question you want to be asking us now. Okay, you are okay. Turn me up. Okay.
She's like, turn me up.
I want to revenge you. Were you a virgin when you got married?
No, I wasn't.
What's to do? You actually said the truth. I'm surprised you're supposed to drink.
There's nothing to.
Wow, I'm surprised. Good job. I wish I had the dignity. Self-respect.
You didn't ask me when, so.
Wow. Okay, it's your turn.
Tell me the worst lie you have ever told someone. Say the
worst
truth.
Lie that I've ever told somebody. Maybe telling somebody that I loved them when I actually didn't.
You know what?
That was my very first boyfriend.
Of another lie.
Which for me.
Yeah.
Lie for me. What's the other lie?
The lie of you being Britty Coco.
I never told you that.
Yeah, you did. You did.
No,
I was hoping that was what you were going to say so that you would tell everyone the story.
So when I first moved to this country, a lot of people were like,
tell them why.
So I'm going to give them backstory now. Our accents from Nigeria, like, it's closer to like British accent than American accent, obviously. So when I first moved to this country and whenever I spoke, a lot of people would come to me and be like, oh, like, are you British? Are you, or did you live in the US or whatever, or in the UK or whatever? And I'm like, oh yeah, I lived in the UK for like 5 years of my life or something before moving to this country.
Come back.
A lot of people from my college, you might have thought.
I'm seeing the pop.
That's actually very true. I forgot about that. I used to tell people that I used to live in the UK. And I was a little bit British before coming to the US. I've never been to the UK.
I was a little bit British.
Yeah, I was a tiny bit. I've never been to the UK.
Me, yeah.
I've never been to the UK.
And you are claiming it?
Yeah. So know that now. I know peace. Oh gosh, I feel like I'm tarnishing my image in this show.
So I hope you guys enjoyed the game.
I'm very annoyed that I'm the only one that drank.
Should I just drink or your beer?
Don't drink. Keep it, please. What's the point? Another time we'll get you. But that was good. That was fun. All right.
At least they got to know us a little bit better.
We should have cheers. Cheers to. I know cheers after my drink has finished.
I can drink.
Can you imagine? If you haven't subscribed to our channel, please subscribe to our channel at BrewingHER Podcast as we're watching right now.
Click on the notification bell.
Yes.
We also have a TikTok and an Instagram account.
Follow us on our socials.
And it's called what?
BrewingHER Podcast. And also, you can watch us or listen to us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and any other podcast. There's so many out there that we're there as well. Any of your podcast platform.
Yeah,
We
this
are
is just why
there.
driving.
Yes. We want to
Why
be your
just-
buddy. We want to be your,
Exactly.
good friends.
Like once when you hear our voice, you are smiling.
You are smiling. You are thinking like these girls are coming with their talk again, Yeah, we want to be your friends. We want to be close to you in your bathroom, in your,
car,
closets, in
when
your
you're
car,
cleaning
when you're cleaning your house. Listen to us. Play us on Spotify at BrewingHER Podcast. Thank you guys. This is your host, Kemi.
and Gabby.
Bye. We'll see you in the next one.